Hey ghouls, welcome back to another Dress to Impress video. This time I'm going to be doing only Monster High themes. My plan was to get this out before Halloween as I was recording it, right before Halloween, but then I ended up getting sick, so that's why it's coming out really late. And it just so happened to be perfect timing as soon as I opened up Dress to Impress and the theme was high school because that was my goal for this video. Now Frankie is my favorite Monster High character, so I'm going to be starting out with them. So 5 minutes isn't a whole lot of time to be able to go through all the details of every outfit for every Monster High character when there's still so much that I haven't explored yet since the update. So you're gonna find a lot of these outfits just don't match. But don't worry, by the end of the video I did end up going into free play mode and I redid all of the outfits if you want to stay and watch till the end. So with Frankie it was a little complicated because we don't have a whole lot of striped hair looks and the only ones that we do have are only updos. But if you were looking at the top of the screen, you can tell that I spent an entire minute trying to figure out what to do with her hair, and none of it was working for me. So I ended up just sticking with the bun and the long hair in the back, which it was not a good option. I really wanted to keep Frankie's long hair, but, looking back at it, it just was not good at all. And then, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm only going to be doing Gen 1 characters, not Gen 2 or Gen 3. Everybody else around me just look like basic high schoolers. Meanwhile, there's me looking like your monster high schooler. I'm not going to show any other outfits because all I'm doing for this video is I'm just trying to make this a challenge for myself rather than just focusing on everybody else's outfits because, this is supposed to be a video about Monster High Dress to Impress, not other people in their outfits dressed to impress. Now, unfortunately, I did not win. But I think I should have, because doing a Monster High character for the theme high school, I should have at least made podium. Now for this news reporter theme, I chose to do Spectra, and I was so excited for it because not only is purple my favorite color, but, Spectra is my other favorite character aside from Frankie. And I remember going through the faces and I was thinking, man, I wish that I actually had the customization makeup, which I actually did end up getting, but I realized that I would never have enough time to do that and make my outfits. I have no idea how you guys do that. For the hair, I thought having that wavy hair was definitely the way to go because, she's very ghosty. And especially, having that little bit of wave to it. I did later find out that there was actually a hair literally made for her, but I think it's too short in my opinion. I really wish that they would have just kept the Madoka shirt because I was really struggling to figure out how to make her top. And if we still had that Madoka dress, it would have been perfect. I wish I knew of a way to actually recreate the top, but I don't, so you get to watch me struggle trying to figure out what to do for her top. Oh, and the boots! I forgot about those. So I was also really excited to do those, and I was like, how do I make those, chains around her boots? And so then I thought that that was absolutely perfect, or at least the closest that we could get. Oh, and then doing the chains around her body, too. I was so excited for this outfit. Now, I don't remember if I ended up sticking with this, when I was recreating all of their outfits, but I also still think that it could be better. But see, I did the little wavy hair and it looked very ghost-like. Oh my gosh, and then I saw someone do Alia from Miraculous Ladybug, and now all we need is a Nadia. Oh, I remember this one. I did not like the skirt that was peeking underneath it. You noticed that little black bit coming out from underneath her skirt? Yeah, I did not notice that until right after I was on stage. For the hot mess theme, I had no idea what character to do. I should have done Heath, but I ended up doing Holt instead, and midway while I was almost done, I remember thinking that too, oh, I should have done Heath. I completely forgot he's even a character. Oh, and then Holt's hair, that took me so long to get myself together to be oh, just stick with it because it's not gonna work out how I want it to. For the jacket, I ended up really struggling trying to find a shirt to go underneath it that wouldn't keep clipping, but then I ended up remembering that the jacket literally has a toggle option to have an undershirt on. I wish I knew of any details that I could add onto the jacket, but I just didn't. And then for the pants, oh, I really struggled with those because there isn't any purple striped pants in here. I ended up sticking with that though because it was the closest striped pants that I could find. If anyone's got any ideas on how I can make flames coming up from the bottom of his pants, please let me know. I'm not too satisfied with his outfit, but it was kind of all I could really do. Even now, there's nothing that can really be changed aside from his face, which should be done shortly. Yeah, I remembered that I had to give him a face because I only had a minute left. And none of these faces. Oh, I would. Ugh. But I didn't want to just leave him faceless. Oh, and then I tried giving him his little gold belt, but honestly, I should have made that just like pure gold. Oh, but I only had a couple seconds. But here I am. Well, more like here Holt is. It's a very off-brand Holt. I'm pretty sure I said that too while I was recording it. And at this point, I'm starting to wonder, does anybody in the server even know of Monster High? It really started to become a challenge trying to figure out which character to do with these themes, but with the power of Google, I came to the conclusion that Robecca would be the perfect option for this. Unless if any of you have a better recommendation. And her name's not Rebecca, her name is Robecca, which honestly, whoever came up with that, I think you're a genius. I'll be honest, I don't even really remember what Robecca did in the show. I just remember that I would see her flying or skating around the school. Like, I'm pretty sure that she had some rocket boots and some skates, or maybe I'm thinking of someone else? Listen, it's been a long time since I watched Monster High. Like, I want to say I was like 12 when I started watching it, and I started collecting the dolls. I no longer have the dolls, actually. I ended up giving them all to my little sister, who was 4 at the time, or maybe 3, I don't remember. But yeah, those dolls got ruined. And you know, I really regret it because as someone who collects anime figurines, I think a Monster High collection would do nicely. But they don't even sell them anymore without selling them for a ridiculous price. Now you can get the new generation dolls, but that's not something that I'm going for. Oh, back to Rebecca's outfit. I think this one's actually my favorite by far. I mean, look at her. I think I did pretty good with this one. I mean, there's a few adjustments that I'd like to make, but I think I did really good with this one. I'm quite proud of myself. Not only was I just really proud of this outfit, but I also made first place. For this theme, I was absolutely gonna be doing Jackson. I had such a huge crush on Jackson when I was a kid, and with Frankie being my favorite character aside from Spectra, I was Frankie for Halloween one year and I was desperate to find me a Jackson boyfriend. Sadly, I was unable to get a boyfriend for the next 4 years of my life. No, wait, 3, because I was 12 and I was 15 when I got my first boyfriend. And my only boyfriend. We're actually engaged now. Anyway, back to the whole outfit thing, right? This really made me mad. Like, why couldn't it just overlap a little bit? Like, I needed the tie from this shirt and there's no tie anywhere else. I'm trying to be like professionals and just overlaying as many layers as I can. I desperately run to the VIP room in hopes that I can figure out something there, but I was having no hope. So then here I am trying to start from scratch now and hopefully try to figure that out. And I'm just like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this vest works. The relief I had after figuring out that that vest worked, I was so happy. Now, having the yellow ends on the hair was definitely a struggle, but you know, you can only do so much, so I just ended up taking it off. Otherwise, it just looked funny. And for his face, I really couldn't find anything to match his face either, so I ended up just slapping on some glasses because I figured it's just gonna cover his face anyway, right? So this is what it looks like. Kind of struggled with the shoes there last second. Well, this is what it looks like. The shoes are not his character, but I think that they kind of match the outfit. I mean, they kind of look like his feet are glowing, but it's okay. You know, he's just your average stereotypical nerdy looking guy. Now either people are starting to really like the outfits or they know Monster High. For skeletons, I had no idea who to do, so I ended up just googling Monster High skeleton and I ended up finding Skelita. I do not remember Skelita. Or is it Skelita? Skelita? I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Now for Skelita's outfit, it was a little complicated to make. Now the top was super easy, right? But the skirt though, there was a very specific skirt that I was looking for and I could not find it for the life of me. And then I remembered that it was in the VIP room. But as you can see, I'm searching all over for the codes in the VIP room and I'm thinking, I could have swore it was in that corner. It was in the opposite corner. But she has like this dress where it's like the skirt is like a bunch of different colors And so I'm trying to figure out anything and everything all around me. And so because I couldn't, that, I don't know if you saw it, but it was right there to the right of the screen. And oh my gosh, I ended up just sticking with this even though it was really bad, but I really had to get to her hair and other stuff because see, I'm already almost at a minute. And she's got unique hair where she's got like a kind of like, not a bun, what's it called? Where like your hair kind of overlaps at the top and then like it goes down into like these colorful curls at the bottom. This outfit looked so messy. Nobody would have been able to tell that I was a skeleton. So sadly, this is the outfit, but don't worry, I'll be remaking them at the end of the video. But look at this super bad off-brand Skelita walking down the aisle. Slay. I'm too embarrassing for myself. I can't with myself. I'm done. Now this was a big surprise, but how did I get first place? I think I was definitely in a server with people who knew Monster High. I had absolutely no idea who to do for grandmas and grandpas, and the only character that could really come to mind that could even be considered a grandma was, of course, Headless Headstress. Or no, wait. Is that what you would call her? A headstress? A headstress? It's Headless Headmistress. Try saying that 10 times fast. I really wanted to do that flowy cape for, you know, the bottom of her jacket, but I couldn't take off the collar above, I don't know what it's called. So then I ended up sticking with this jacket, and it's not really, like, it doesn't entirely match, so I tried layering something over it, which I think helped, you know, blend it in a lot better. And then I kept on that little white fluffy thing. What is that even called? That sits in the front of her shirt. I wanted to put on a tie, but the tie just wouldn't show, and I wish that you could like toggle it to come out farther, but you just can't. And there's nothing to really, you know, replace the tie. So I ended up just trying to stick with getting the rest of the outfit done because I had under 2 minutes left. I haven't even done the face or the hair yet. And her skin, yeah, I had to go and change that real quick. I think that this was all that I got done, really, was just getting the face and the hair. Ooh, I remember I only picked that face just for the purple eyeshadow. If only I had the custom makeup. In the end, I think that this was a really simple outfit. I mean, it did take me the entire 5 minutes. I think that this is another outfit that I can say I'm proud of. I should have done emotes, like, immediately, but I didn't have it typed out. And then I was trying to find the one with the head. Yeah. You know, it had to be Headless Headmistress, but you know, it was last second. She's not really a grandma, so I didn't win. So for streetwear, I also had no idea who to be until then I thought maybe Gulia. And then I remembered Gulia would have been another great option to be nerdy, but instead, because I probably still have a huge crush on Jackson deep down in my little heart, he was the first to come to mind. So, you know, the makeup was a little difficult, but when I found the droopy eyes, I thought, you know what, I think that's perfect, especially while I don't have custom makeup. And as for the actual outfit itself, it was really complicated. And I think it was here when I realized that, like, wait a minute, like, there's a lot of Monster High patterns in the new patterns palette now. And then I tried to give her her little gloves, but even that really wasn't working too well. And the shirt, it just, oh my gosh, it was quite bad. I wouldn't say this is an outfit that I'm proud of, but you know, I can remake it. But you see, the time is starting to go down faster, and the girl doesn't even have any pants or shoes on, because I'm still trying to figure out the whole shirt situation. Like, you guys have no idea how much I'm frustrating myself. I am screaming at myself, like, go get some pants on or shoes or something. And then it was in this moment that I realized, oh shoot, I do need pants and shoes. I only have 20 seconds. The only thing that's actually screaming Gulia is the glasses. I think that is the only thing. Oh, I wasn't even doing any emotes or anything. I don't even think I typed out what I wore because I was just too embarrassed of this outfit because, like, what even is that? Let me just walk off the stage real quick. Gulia did not make podium, but you know what? It was a really sad Gulia. So this was the next day where I actually wasn't feeling well, so it started out as just me, you know, free playing. And then when I saw that winter came up, I took the advantage and I said, I'm getting back to finishing this video. And this is where I realized that the patterns actually like matched up perfectly with her actual character. And I was like, oh, the leggings match, the dress match. Gigi did this on purpose, or whoever, you know, the creators were. This one was definitely my favorite one to do because it was so easy. Oh, and I ended up purchasing the custom makeup at this time, so I was able to try and do her makeup. I was so excited because it was perfect. Perfect timing, right? To get those teeth in, to get that beautiful makeup in, trying to work in a nose, and then I'm thinking, why is it so pink on her blue skin? Now the hair, I will say that I did struggle with it a little bit, but you know, with the power of layering and being able to make multiple different colors, I think it came out really nicely. Now I did end up just sticking with the pastel colors because I thought if I went any brighter then it would just kind of take away from the rest of the outfit, but I'm really happy with how this one turned out. I didn't have anything else to do, so I ended up just saving the outfit and standing around doing nothing. I got so upset because this is such a good outfit, right? Like it goes so well with the theme, but these girls, there's like 3 or 4 girls, they were all friends in here and they all ended up voting for each other. I wasn't able to make podium for a long time, so I ended up actually just leaving the game. And here's how upset I was. I'm not even on the podium! Oh my gosh, what? I was so happy with my creation though that I ended up just standing there staring at it for the rest of the intermission time. When I ended up switching servers, I found one where the theme was werewolf and I just thought that was perfect for Claudine. I mean, I guess we could do Claude, but Claudine is just more fashionable. And like, can you even imagine Claudine in Dress to Impress? Like, I feel like she would absolutely run that runway. And I've seen so many people do this before where they make Claudine, but I don't know if anybody's actually like matched up the patterned fur with the fur jacket. Now I saw someone do like an open jacket one, but I don't remember how that one looked, and I was just going based off of memory of what I remember her to look like. Like, I didn't even look at any pictures. Oh wait, no, that's a lie. I did look at a picture of her for a quick second. I will say I did completely forget to add ears, which is a part of her character, you know? Oh, and then the shirt that goes under the jacket, that was a little difficult because it kept clipping, as you can see in the upper part of the jacket, but it's okay because, you know, you could always add that little bikini thing to fix it up. And with the custom makeup, I was so excited that I wasted the rest of my time here. Yep, that's right. Now she did get hair, but she got the wrong hair. It was really bad. You'll see in just a minute. Oh, yes, I was more worried about the nails than the hair. So, yeah, she stuck with the black hair. I know she has brown hair, but she has black hair now. But I mean, look at that outfit, right? Like, that looks good. And like the little gold accents that I put in the necklace and the choker, I think it's perfect. I should have done poses for her, darn it. I was also too embarrassed to say that I was Claudine because, you know, the hair was just all wrong and I didn't want people to think that I'm just uneducated. So I ended up actually just playing the obbies without the hair on. After that embarrassing situation, now we're doing Draculaura for Girly, which I think is so cute. Okay, so those eyes, I know that she's got like those really big round eyes, but honestly, I don't know. It just, everything made it look like, it just didn't look right to me. Maybe it was the makeup, if I'll be honest. But I don't know if there's a way to actually like remove the makeup but have the eyes. I'm still new to the whole, you know, makeup thing, and I'm so glad that they actually like just naturally have her hair in there. And I'm just looking at everything thinking like, wow, I feel like this is just all like based around Draculaura over here. It just all fits so perfectly. Now I will say I think that the pink is a little too much of a hot pink, but you know, I guess it kind of seems Draculaura-ish, so I kept it as is. But I don't know, maybe it's just because on the show it just didn't look as bright. But in the pictures that I kept seeing on Google, it looked like it was like a really hot pink. And I'm just like, I don't remember it being that hot pink where it's like my eyes are melting. Then I ended up just leaving her with the smaller eyes because it actually looks like she's smiling then, like her cheeks are raised, you know? And I went to save the outfit, but then I ran out of time. I didn't think about it until I was actually running the runway and I was looking back at the picture on Google and I was like, wait a minute, she has an umbrella and we have an umbrella in Dress to Impress. I should have grabbed that. But you know what? I'm gonna end up adding it later anyway when I recreate the outfits. Oh, and I forgot to give her the vampire ears. Draculaura unfortunately did not win and lost to a couple of people dressed in all black, which I don't know if that really counts as girly, but hey, you know, I guess if that's your fashion and you're a girl, you could say it's girly. And I kid you not, the theme after this one ended up being pink. So I took advantage of this opportunity, just made a few little changes, and there you go. Brand new, updated, completed Draculaura with a little extra bow on top.